emotionally, where are you?
Look, for the past, I think it was like 17 months.
Yeah.
I was in like 6 productions, and I decided to take a break just for my own sanity. Moma City was so interesting because I've always said it's good to play villains, but I always want to play a villain that has a purpose. How do I play it? Because he's set up as this really, really terrible human being. Don't come out with no, the gangster face. They want to. Don't be scary.
Yeah.
People want to be scary when they play gangster. I was like, no, play the human side of this guy.
Exactly. And that's TV gold.
With Gomorrah, it was pretty much everything. I spoke whatever language that came across. Whoever I was speaking to, I spoke their language. And I think that was imperative for that character.
Who was the hardest person to forgive in your life?
I think my father, yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to Inside Story with me, Koketso Naledi Motaung. Today we've got Zolisa Xaluva. Did I say that right?
You said it correct.
I'm glad. Because African guys, do you understand how hard that can be? He's an actor and he has done everything under the sun. For sure you guys know him for generations, Cha-Cha. The list goes on. And I'm so excited to have him here in studio today.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zolisa Xaluva. I'm an actor, and this is my Inside Story.
So exciting to have you here.
Well, I'm happy to be here. It's long overdue, I think.
Right?
We've been talking about it for a while, so here I am finally.
Thank you so much. What was happening today? How did you wake up? Anything interesting that happened when you were here?
I caught the cold last week. I thought by Friday I was okay.
Yeah.
So I got naughty a little bit. I went out this weekend.
Oh,
only to realize I
no.
wasn't completely okay.
Yeah.
So my flu is back, but I'm trying to hang in there.
Yeah. Did you see the doctor?
I don't like doctors generally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I drink water when I'm sick.
Really? You're not taking anything?
Look, I mean, if it gets intense, then I'll get like a Benylin for flu or whatever, just to
I love
assist.
that.
But generally,
really?
things like basic things like headaches and stuff, I just drink water.
You don't?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I wish I could do that. I'm such a baby.
Medication, yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I try, but I still need it sometimes.
Okay. Where are you emotionally, physically? Of course, physically you have flu, but emotionally, where are you? And what's happening in your life? You mean right
now at this point in my life?
Yes.
Look, for the past, I think it was like 17 months.
Yeah.
I was in like 6 productions. Up to late last year, say about August, September.
Yeah.
And I decided to take a break just for my own sanity.
I can imagine 6 productions at the same time.
Not they were back to back, some at the same time, but non-stop, you know what I mean? So at some point I was like, take a break and just relax. So I've just been moving around, traveling around South Africa, though.
Yeah.
Seeing what the country has to offer, But right now I'm on a little sabbatical. There's a project that starts in about a couple of months.
Yeah.
Between now and then, I'm just happy to be home and just relax and sleep.
And sleep. Yeah. We underestimate, actually.
It's very important. I don't play with my sleep. If you know me.
You know? And at home, who did you leave behind at home? When you're saying you're sleeping, is there a baby there? Is there who you?
No, I live alone. I live alone.
Yeah,
I'm on my ace. I'm a lone ranger.
In this winter.
In this entire life.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I understand.
I'm still rolling solo, and it's nice. I'm enjoying it. I work hard. You see, the amount of work I have to put into span requires me to not have so many people that I'm responsible to. You know what I mean? It's just, it has to be all about me for now.
Yeah.
Until I get to like the age of like 55, and I can be like, okay, you can relax a little bit.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm chilling, man.
You're chilling. You're alone. I don't know if I like that. I love having family and friends.
For sure. I visit.
And husband over.
No, I visit them. Share my do.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope it's not too much.
I was home recently. Like I was gone for like a week.
Yeah.
So I do visit.
Yeah.
I do. Like when I have my downtime, that's when I really spend time with friends, with family, and all of that. Yeah.
Okay. So you have done everything under the sun. You've done a soapy, you've done a film. There's nothing you haven't done, right? But there's a lot. There's a lot. Exactly. And we're grateful that you still love what you do and you're still working in the industry, and you're still playing roles. However, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the character that really won the hearts of South Africa is Gomorrah. And I think simply because you spoke to the identity of a Black child. And I don't know if you were aware, but here is an Nguni, manly man, playing a Tswana character and speaking Tswana fluently, might I add. Do you understand what that does to Nguni? Do you understand?
I think that the one role where I had to like do that kind of linguistical transformation was the throne.
Yeah.
With Gomorrah was pretty much everything. Like,
Yeah.
I spoke whatever language that came across. Whoever I was speaking to, I spoke their language, and I think that was imperative for that character.
Yeah.
Because he was a community builder in essence. You know what I mean? And he's one of I think he became endearing to people's hearts purely because he's actually a much needed South African character on TV. We need a father, who's not absent. We need a husband who might not be perfect, but at least is trying.
Yeah.
We need school teachers and principals that still care about educating, but he's flawed because he was very old school in his methods. But I think he became very interesting a character because of how unconventional he actually was. Yeah. But he was a much needed character on screen.
Yeah. I think
maybe that's why he was so endearing.
Yeah. But I promise you, it's the language as well. You saw, you connected.
Yeah. No.
Two worlds
like with him,
together.
like it had to be. If I was dealing with a closer person, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that was really beautiful to watch.
Thank you.
Which other character has stood out for you over the test of time, over your career?
Sure. You know that I've played a lot of like lovely characters that have done so much for me, but two characters like have sent me on a particular trajectory. You know what I mean? Before I played on the Queen Diamond Mabuza, I was always playing nice guys, on screen, romantic leads, whatever, which is not wrong.
Yeah.
He was my first villain.
Yeah.
And he sent me on a trajectory that has opened up so many doors.
Yeah.
In terms of the offers that I get for work, you know what I mean? It's no longer a case where I'm put in a particular box, it's almost, even Gomorrah came about because of such a character, having played such a character. And then the Kings of Joburg character, the trajectory that Mo Masire has taken me to is on a more international stage. You know what I mean? Because it's huge on Netflix, which is watched by over 180 countries all over the world. So those two kind of stand out, in terms of the trajectory they've been able to offer me, But when it comes to enjoyment, it's hard. It's like picking it's like saying, who's your favorite child? I think any mother or father.
Favorite line you guys say, actors.
Hey,
you always say that, actors.
You say what?
In every interview. It's like choosing over your child.
Babies, You obviously enjoy certain roles more than you enjoy others for various reasons. Yeah. It's such a tough thing to call. But those two, in terms of sending me on an upward trajectory, I'd have to give them a round of applause. Yeah.
Beautiful. Before we go further, let's go back to your childhood. So Zolisa is 4 years old, your formative years. What's your earliest childhood memory and what was happening at the time?
My parents getting married. I think I was 4 when my parents got married. Being there, being happy, jumping up, being the youngest child there.
Yeah.
Just experiencing love, and these two people that gave birth to me declaring their love for each other, Yeah, now when I even look at those pictures, it's one of my happiest memories as a child. Definitely. Yeah.
And looking at Zolisa now and what that memory did to Zolisa, I understand that you're talking about love, but for you now as an adult, how are you carrying that residues of that
energy.
memory and that energy?
Definitely gratitude, to have been given birth by people who cared enough for each other to create a safe environment for me. And an environment full of love and full of teachings and full of all the lessons that I've picked up to make me the person that I am today. So if I have to connect that day, it's directly connected to just simple, basic love, respect, and honor. I always hear people say, no, I grew up in the dusty streets of this place or that place.
Yeah.
And I always say there was nothing dusty about my childhood. I might not have had millions, my parents were never wealthy.
Yeah.
but we're wealthy in terms of love and attention and, proper guidance in
Mm-hmm.
terms of academics, sports, and just social cohesion. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm grateful for that love because
Yeah.
it brought about a stability in my life,
Mm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's what you need,
yeah.
enriching the soul
No,
with
no, no, for
love.
sure,
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what you
Yeah,
need as a child. Because it also provides you with safety, you don't,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly, and I felt that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel like that's what made you this confident person to
Mhm.
leave home, to come to Johannesburg and go for it and be like, I'm going to
No,
be an
definitely.
actor
Yeah, no, no.
because.
My father himself was a go-getter. How we left, I was born in Port Elizabeth.
Hmm.
How we left PE, we were chasing the dream in Johannesburg as a
Yeah.
family. So
Mm.
I was about 11 when we left. We came up here, and the very first place where we stayed was Ilovo.
Mm.
So he was already a go-getter, somebody who didn't like hold back. Yeah,
Yeah.
was willing to uproot his family to go look for greener pastures.
Mm.
So I'm no different. So that exposure from that move is the one that
Yeah.
opened up
Mm.
these opportunities for me. But I think I was confident enough to just take the opportunity.
Mm.
Yeah.
What are
And
some?
luckily I didn't have to like leave Cape Town or PE and come
Yeah.
all the way to hustle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean I was already in high school in Pretoria. So I was already
Oh.
exposed to Gauteng pretty early. Yeah.
Mm. What are some of the memories that you remember in your home growing up?
Playing cards like at
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
as a family.
Yeah.
Those are always or like board games like Ludo,
Yeah.
Snake and
Yeah.
Ladders, Monopoly.
Who's there with you at this time? Mom, dad,
It's
and
mom, dad, brother,
mm.
sister, cousins, whoever's visiting during that period.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it could just be my parents and siblings only. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Yeah, so
Yeah.
those memories were quite cool.
Mm.
It's nice to have like everybody there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes the dad is working if they're very far away. You
Yeah.
hardly see them. I was lucky enough to have them both
Mm.
and to have like little moments like that. So
Mm.
definitely those moments are quite
Mm.
memorable. Yeah.
Sounds like such a happy home. And during that stability, is there anything that happened in your life that young that dented your mind a little bit, that affected you negatively? Just that
How old
event
am I
that
those days? Yo.
4, 5, 6, I don't know.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's still pretty. Who cares about anything at that age, really?
Yeah.
The only thing I remember is how my dad used to be like so strict with like school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember the one. I felt like I always felt like no matter how hard I try, he's just hard to please.
Yeah.
I remember the one year I came back with like an 80% average. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like overall.
Mm-hmm.
And I was chuffed. I was like, I worked hard. Like I was so good.
Yeah. 8 is good. It's an
Yeah,
A.
it's good. It's an A.
Yeah.
It's a proper A.
Yeah.
And he says, no, but like somebody else in class did better than me. And
Mm.
maybe they got like 82 or
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah.
So he got mad that I was second instead of first. You know what I mean? So that kind of pressure, it didn't dent, but it did kind of put pressure
Yeah.
on one to not. I didn't understand what excellence really is because what I would think was excellent would turn out to be not good enough.
Yeah.
So I was always striving for more
For
and more and
more.
more. So I wouldn't say it's a dent, but it was a pressure point
It's,
because
yeah.
you're always just trying harder and harder and harder and harder.
Yeah.
But it felt like torture then.
Yeah.
But when you look at it now in retrospect, when you look at the work that one has done, the
Yeah.
discipline that required,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to push yourself
Mm-hmm.
to do 6 projects in 15 months,
Yeah.
like that kind
It
of work
really
ethic
helped.
of just trying
Yeah.
to be better and better and better all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I could say that's the benefit of it. So some
Yeah.
of the things that you deem negative when they happen to you at the time turn out to be great in the future. So
Yeah.
it brought about an individual who's relentless and resilient, I think.
That's
So it's okay.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
I'll run with it.
Yeah. How's your relationship with your dad and mom now?
Very good. I mean, my dad and I, Sngamajita, man, we don't, it's not an everyday, like I'm picking up the phone and
Yeah.
calling my dad, you know what I mean? I've got a voice note from him this morning. I haven't even heard. I haven't listened because I was late. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
No
was busy
problem.
running.
You're
Yeah.
here now. Yeah.
So pretty cool. We're not that close where it's like an everyday phone call, but
Yeah.
when major events happen, we collaborate and we.
Yeah.
And when it's birthdays, we call each other and all that kind of stuff. If we need each other, but we're just getting. I think he raised us to be independent. He was never the kind of guy who wanted to be in your face. To be in your face about results and things that you need to do. But like in terms of like human, he never even walked into our rooms. Like he was mad at you, stand by the door. Like he respected
Proximity,
there's no space from back then. He'll swear at you by the door. You can see he wants to come in, but he's made the rules, so he can't break his own rules. So when you're in trouble, you just run to your room. And you stand there. He's not gonna come in. But but mother obviously much closer. We talk all the time on a daily basis. But about things relating to family and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And siblings?
My brother stays here in Joburg. My sister got married a long time ago. She's got her own family.
Beautiful.
And
love family.
Yeah, everybody's cool, man. Everybody does their own thing. It's during when we have to Misebenzi Yesintu or like Christmas or like December holiday. And then we catch up. But everybody's just independent. Everybody does their own thing.
Yeah. And it sounds like such a healthy environment and a healthy space for you. So what's happening with your with your friendships right now? Do you cultivate the same space or environment?
Look, I've been, like I said, like I've been so overworked. Like the last year, really, I try to catch up with as many people as I can. But it's been mostly a time of solitude, and just realigning myself and getting back to myself and trying to figure out where I'm at. I'm still trying to figure that out because I'm thinking a lot about what my next project is going to be and what it should be and how should it be.
Yeah.
What is the next chapter in this career that I'm carving, what kind of roles am I taking on now that I'm in my mid 40s towards 50? What am I looking to do that's different? So those are the questions that I'm playing in my head. Isn't it time I leveled up to the next stage of my career? And all those things are just playing in my head. And opportunities are coming up. Big and small. Some ideas that I've got are so grand that I don't know if they're ever going to be possible, but I will try. But in the meantime, where I'm at in terms of headspace, it's just like relax, have a good time, do the full body checkup, check the mental health thing. Don't fall into a depression because you've made a decision not to work. It's painful still because you do feel kind of useless sometimes. When you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, what am I doing today? Like, am I just going to read? Other people are moving around doing things in Joburg. Here I am sleeping. And then I have to remind myself that actually you've earned this. You've earned this moment. Just take a nap and, recover. So I'm in recovery mode.
What else are you doing whilst you recover?
I'm trying to read.
Besides sleeping.
I'm trying to read. I've got 5 scripts that have been given to me. And I'm trying to figure out what's what. So I'm reading all of that. I'm also reading there's 3 books. And then there's another one that I want to acquire the rights for. It's something I'm passionate about. I always felt like at some point I'll have to actually have my own production. Where
you're a producer, director?
Producer, actor.
Okay.
Producer, actor.
Okay. That'll be wonderful. We can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll direct something one day, but it's the least of my passions, to be honest. Yeah. And I don't know why. I feel like I just wouldn't know where to put the camera. I always think, I was like, where would I start? Like, where do I place the camera?
What's your favorite
for my opening shot?
It's daunting,
but that's the least of my worries because I'm more interested in putting people together, in running various departments. I like the pressure of dealing with a lot of things at the same time. And everything, and the buck stops with you with everything that happens. Whether you're hiring a great DOP, cinematographer, or a great director, or great actors, or people in the art departments, and all of that, just piecing all of those things together. Seeing the bigger picture. For me, I find that more appealing than
that's
the
beautiful.
director's chair is a bit lonely.
Yeah, I get that.
The pressure can be a bit too much.
For directors, it's actually quite
like
hectic.
frame by frame, moment by moment, it's all up to you. And
I like
I'm not ready for that yet. No.
I like the fact that you always picture your first frame, your opening shot. How's
Yeah.
it gonna look like?
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
so many great filmmakers have done too many wonderful things for me to
Yeah.
feel like I qualify to just make a film. I think I still respect that space way
Yeah.
too much. Yeah.
That's good though. But you've been in the space for quite some time.
Mhm.
So maybe what you're doing is you identify from this film and then take
No.
something from another
No,
show.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. I think the day it comes, it'll be so seamless.
Yeah.
I worry about it now because I haven't figured it out yet. But
Yeah.
when the day comes and I have to do it, trust me, I'll know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think to be a good leader, you need to get the right people around you and also trust them to guide you. So I wouldn't maybe have to even work that hard. Just understand the story.
That's it.
And
That's what it's
cast great
at.
actors, and then you're done.
Yeah.
The rest will just fall into place, I think.
Yeah.
But I worry about it. It gives me anxiety.
Yeah. But you have it under control.
I think so.
You have it under control.
I think so.
You know?
No. Life is exciting. The prospects of the future are quite exciting.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how things play out. Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's speak about. We're gonna take Gomorrah and Mo Masire, right? I want you to just look at them and tell me, how did you prepare for these characters? How did you step out of character and contrast them and tell me what you found common between the two, the contrast and the dichotomy of the two worlds, and what did you learn about yourself from these characters?
Sure. They're so uniquely different in a lot of ways, but they do have a lot of similarity, those two, actually. Gomorrah, I had to put on quite a bit of weight, Carl,
Really?
Yeah,
you had to go there?
Yeah, because the two women that I play with are a little bit older than me. So I needed him to, I'm tall, so that helps. But then I needed to have meat on me, just to show that I've lived a little. You know
That's
what I mean?
quite methodic. That's lovely.
Look, I mean, I was already putting on a bit of weight. I was like, just put on a bit more. It's fine. You'll be all right, So physically, I needed to have him there and to be believable as a father to a teenager who's about to go to varsity.
Yeah.
And also to be a pillar of this community. So the physical aspects of that character were the fundamental thing for me, where I was like, okay, what do I do with this guy where I don't have to overexert myself, but just have something, man, whether it's physical or otherwise, So I went for the weight gain.
Yeah.
Which, because he also, he doesn't train. He's always home or at school.
Yeah.
He's a married man whose wife cooks every day. So I was like, my physicality has got to reflect that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also with Katleho and Timbi being a little bit older, I needed to also have that physicality that can match them. You know what I mean? So that was the first thing. And in terms of prep work, I thought of him as a guy who was raised by people maybe who were born in the 40s, 50s. So their philosophy unto him is what I needed to understand. Who could see what informs this character to be the way that he is. And how did he end up teaching? How did he end up being a principal?
Yeah.
And then it was told to me that he grew up in the streets of Alex with guys like Botonma Orange, and they were homies. He did what Alex kids used to do.
Yeah.
But at some point, he had a near prison experience that made him want to transform his life, and he met the wife that he has with a social worker. So I modeled him to my grandparents. My grandfather was a teacher who was born in the 30s, grew up in the 40s, who was very, very strict on my dad, with physical, what is corporal punishment, and severe punishments, when somebody was wrong or they had done anything wrong. And that translated to my father's strict nature as well, which is what that sort of military type rule
you understood
that
him.
I grew up under.
Yeah.
So, and I also learned one thing about when I was still training as a younger actor, is that sometimes as actors, you just need to use what you know, and forget what you don't know until you figure it out, But we all have an archive.
Yeah.
So I had to tap into that archive and try to understand uh, somebody who's stuck between the 20th century but on the cusp of the 21st century. Like, how do you make that adjustment as an old school mentality teacher, principal, who has to deal with kids who cannot be punished in a corporal manner? And you have to have these timeouts, and he's just stuck between the old way of doing things and the new way, which is what made him very, very interesting. So I took those two generations of people that I've seen in my life in juxtaposition to this very feminine century, of which is the 21st century, and how one would have to strike a balance.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be interesting for the viewer to watch as well, because the grandparents would see their upbringing. The parents, our parents, would see the way they were raised and how they influence us, and how these youngins would have hated that type of upbringing. Because now he's beating up his son and everybody's mad, and to him that's the only thing he knows. You know what I mean? So people used to think that he hated his son, and I used to say it's because he loves him so much that he has to be that way to him. So
that's the only way he knows.
Yeah, so Melusi Dlamini was formulated based on those basic principles,
Okay.
And then Mo Masire was so interesting because I've always said it's good to play villains, but I always want to play a villain that has a purpose, like somebody that isn't just killing for the fun of it.
Yeah.
You watch The Dark Knight and you see Heath Ledger play the Joker.
Yeah.
And he's amazing at it, but I don't understand his motivation. There's nothing about his upbringing that is I'm told about or anything of that nature. So I kind of don't I'm entertained by him, but I don't sympathize with him because he seems to be doing it just all willy-nilly and without any real purpose. So what I like about Mo is that his there's a duality about the character. On the one hand, he's a vicious killer and he's a gangster guy. On the other hand, he's just a simple family man. You know what I mean? So that contrast is so beautiful to watch, to play, and also to be able to be put in a position as an actor where you have to play that level of conflict. It's quite exciting. So on the one hand, he's trying to leave this gangster life behind and live a normal life. But I find that if you look at all his family members, he's actually the chosen one to lead the family.
Yeah.
But the curse of the mermaid is the thing that really irks him, because what he wants ultimately is, let's get rid of this thing. We've made enough money as a family. We can legitimize ourselves. You know what I mean? So the conflict of that character is beautiful, and the duality of it. I remember thinking, how do I play it? Because he's set up as this really, really terrible human being. Like, if you watch season 1, episode 1, the first thing that happens is Mo is coming out of prison. There's a news bulletin. You can hear helicopters and things. Like, there's this big deal about this guy coming out.
How do we redeem him?
And I was like, how do I come out? Because now the setup is huge, The stakes are high, and he's just wearing a pink old suit, simple haircut. And I remembered watching Silence of the Lambs for about 20 minutes in that film. They're talking about Hannibal Lecter. You haven't seen him. It's Clarice training. He's been prepped to deal with this guy. There's a whole dossier about this person, what he's done, how vicious he is. You get this picture of a monster.
Yeah.
And then as she walks down his prison is underground. She walks down the stairs, down the passage, and you can feel there's an eerie feeling like that she's about to really come across something that's really ugly.
Yeah.
She gets there and says, "Hello, Clarice, how you doing?" Like, he's so chilled.
Yeah.
You look at him and you go, this guy can't be the same guy that these people have been talking about.
Yeah.
And I found how powerful that is,
To humanize
somebody so terrible, So I was like, yes, then don't come out with the gangster face. Don't be scary.
Yeah.
People want to be scary when they play gangster. I was like, no, play the human side of this guy.
Exactly. And that's TV gold.
That's TV gold.
That's human gold, right?
I was like,
humanize the villain.
I humanized the hell out of that guy.
Yeah.
So so interesting two characters to compare, but with this one, I could have easily gone the typical gangster route.
Yeah.
But I decided to go for Just make him human, make him, and make his conflict real, make his desire to go straight really, really real. And let maybe people will walk on that journey with him. And they
Yeah.
absolutely have.
Yeah. Make
Yeah.
people like that see and feel like there is redemption.
There is
I
redemption.
can
Like
be
push for
redeemed.
his like
You know?
let them root for
Yeah.
for his redemption. Because even when he kills, people go, "We understand you."
Yeah, we understand
Yeah,
why
no,
you're
you
killing.
you had to kill that guy,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's very beautiful. It sounds like you take so much time in preps for your roles and understanding your roles and actually depicting that role on screen. I wonder, is there a moment where in your life, in your career, where you were like, you know what, I'm just gonna go in, no research,
Yeah.
because you're young or whatever what's happening in your life at the time, or has it always been this way?
I've always cared enough to at
Yeah.
least make an effort,
Yeah.
you know. But the challenge sometimes is you do get called today for a role that starts next week.
Mm.
So even if you would have liked to look into what it's like to be that person, sometimes there isn't enough time.
Mm.
So you've gotta go back into that archive and use your skill, your talent, and your training
Yeah.
to tap into it and be guided by your instincts in moments like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
it would be nice, obviously, to have all the time in the world to do all the work you need to do before you start shooting. But sometimes you don't offer that luxury. You know, so in most cases you do want to give it as much attention as possible. And walk in there knowing fully well what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes ultimately all you need is your instincts, and
I love that.
and you're better off.
Who is the hardest person to forgive in your life and why?
To forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think my father, yeah.
Why?
I had to learn, you go through life and you think, some people are so old school that their love is tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you, as a child, you become so confused because you're like, why am I here? Why do these people bring me here if they're going to make me suffer like this? But then you grow up and you see that the positive outcomes of those tough moments or those tough love moments.
Yeah.
And then you're like, actually, I'm glad it happened the way it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
It couldn't have happened any better.
Yeah.
And had it not happened the way it did, maybe I would have turned out. Because there are many times I could have fallen into the pitfalls of life.
Yeah.
But when you think about that look in your mother's eyes or the disappointment in your father's face when you don't do things the right way, those were the things that pulled me out of those situations. I could easily have fallen by the wayside, but because of those that harsh environment, and I say harsh because it was also mixed with love, but at the same time the harshness was in terms of discipline, and just being raised to do things the right way and realizing that even beyond the sky there's things to achieve. Just when you think you got that 80% average, it's like, nah, you can get 95 next time. Get to 100 and see what's beyond there. Maybe there's something there. So hard to forgive, but eventually when I became a man I understood. So I was like, and I'm actually grateful.
Yeah. What was the hardest thing to navigate within the acting space and the entertainment industry in South Africa?
Moving beyond, I'm happy with how far we've come. When I arrived, if you were in a drama series, you were lucky. And if you were in a soapy, especially if you're on Generations, actually, then
you made it.
You have made it. And literally, it's either going to make you or it's going to break you.
Yeah.
So the hardest thing for me to navigate was life beyond that show. I had been there twice before and left. I knew what it's like to be on it, and I knew how lonely it would be when you're off it.
Yeah.
Because once you become a character on that show, you become that person.
Yeah.
Nobody can see beyond that character that you play.
Yeah.
Other directors, other producers, other broadcasters also see you as that. So you kind of want to stay there rather.
Yeah.
Because outside of there, there's really not much that you can do.
Yeah.
The hardest thing to navigate was life post Generations. When after we eventually left.
Yeah.
We left at a time when certain shows were emerging and they were picking up momentum, and other broadcasting channels also were starting to, brave it out. So opportunities to commission other shows came about. And since then, the development of Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime, and all these streaming services has really opened up the playing field, which is quite good.
Yeah.
So navigating life beyond Generations, I would say, has been the toughest thing career-wise.
Yeah.
But I've always had very clear principles about who I am, what I stand for, what I want, and what I won't accept.
Yeah.
So, yeah, after we left in 2015, it's what, 2025, not 10 years later?
Yeah. It doesn't feel like 10 years, does it?
It feels like...
Time flies. It's crazy.
Been good. It's been really, really good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been clear about what I want. So, yeah, I've just gone for it.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're resting and you're taking time for yourself. But I want to understand what sort of rituals, for lack of a better word, ritual, do you do every day of your life to keep sane, to center yourself, to keep your mental health in check, to balance yourself?
Good internal dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm a firm believer in positive thinking.
Yeah.
And I've trained myself so well that I don't worry. I stop worrying about things.
I love that.
I don't worry about anything.
Yeah?
I do, but I have to remind myself with no one's doing.
It's
you
not.
know what I mean? Yeah. It's only natural that you want to worry. So I believe in destiny, and I understand my life mission.
Yeah.
And
your purpose and the reason why you're here.
I know exactly what all of that is. I know what I need to do. I'm not perfect. I make my mistakes. I often scold myself for them, and it's okay, but I keep it moving.
Yeah.
Self empowerment, man, from a mental point of view, is what I do on a daily basis. I don't have chakras or mantras, but from time to time, you meditate. I do like to count from 100 to 1 before I open my eyes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And just relax into it. I sometimes forget. Sometimes I get woken up by a phone and I jump straight to the phone. But ideally, what I like to do, before I open my eyes, it was check what time it is and all of that. Once this is mandifugil, before I open my eyes, I just slowly just count back. I don't know what it does, but it kind of centers me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't do it all the time. It's not a daily thing.
Yeah.
But it's one of the things I do from time to time.
What is the one thing that you love about yourself?
Jesus Christ. I never let myself down. Even when I do, I know how to pick myself back up again.
Yeah.
I'm not too hard on myself. I'm hard on myself to say, yay.
Get the work done.
And go.
Yeah.
But I'm not so hard on myself that I can't forgive myself. I think I like that.
I love that. How it's taking, your story is taking a shape, a very nice shape, identity, forgiveness.
No, you gotta forgive yourself.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Yeah, life is not that hectic.
Yeah.
I think we put too much pressure on ourselves.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much for making time for us.
It's my pleasure. I wish we had more time.
Exactly. Because it feels like we just starting.
Yeah, it does.
Can you play a game though?
What game is it?
A very nice game. You'd love it. It's improv. So it's called story juggling. Okay? And how it works is you start a story of the cup about anything and nothing,
Oh, I've tried this thing before. I was so terrible at it. I never knew how to play it then. I don't know how I'm going to play it now.
Really?
I was so terrible.
I promise you're going to ace it. And there's no pressure. It's a
game. But how does it work? I never got the rules of it. I never got to understand.
So you start a story about anything. Let's say there was a girl named Kiara, lived in Mudumong village. One day she was walking down the street, and I say rock, and a car passed by and a rock fell on her or whatever. You know what I mean?
Guys, honestly,
That's all.
I'm too sick for this.
Come on, it's
Try.
nice.
Let's try. Let's try.
Okay,
Let's try.
when you're ready.
So you start the story.
No, I don't
Is
start
this
the
my story or your
It's
story?
your story. I throw words at you, and then you have to put them into your story. It doesn't have to make sense. No pressure. You know.
It's still pressure. Can we play another game? Is there no other it's also too early in the morning. I feel like I'm still half asleep. You know?
Okay, cool. No, we're not playing that game. Let's play What's the Feeling?
What's the feeling? Okay, let's try that.
So,
is it less challenging?
Okay. I don't know. You'll tell me,
see.
right? So 3 phrases. You come up with them, actually. Because I don't have a phrase now because I was not going to play this game with you, right?
So tell me how it works.
So phrases, different phrases. And you have to say them. Actually, 4. Or you can use one phrase and then play them in 4 different emotions. Say them with different emotions. Sad, angry, happy. What's another emotion? Excited. Come on, guys, help you.
So you said excited?
Yeah, excited, happy, sad.
Excited and happy is one, most.
No.
No?
No. It's not. It's like sad and what's the other word? Sad or crying. You see? They're 2 different things. Okay, choose.
Phrase can be any phrase.
Any phrase.
Coffee.
That's not a phrase.
Is a word? What's a phrase? Cut? Cut is a phrase, right?
No, that's a word. Okay,
What's a phrase, guys?
Let me give you a phrase. This coffee is divine. Oh, this coffee is wonderful. Oh, I love the fresh. Oh, I love the smell of coffee. And you have to be angry. Angry, remember? Sad.
Sure, I can wrap it up.
No,
I'm too. Next time I'm here, I'll start with the game. Let's try that. Guys.
Too much pressure.
Too much pressure. Too much. Even I'm getting it wrong. I'm saying cut because I'm thinking.
Hey. Oh my God. That's what you get for hanging with incredible actors. You see? I'll go for those ones. I'm joking, guys. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, share. Let us know what you think of the conversation. I think it was lovely. I enjoyed it. Let us know if you would like to have him here for part 2 because we had to go through it quite quickly because of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Bye for now.
Excellent.